Many people admire the rich and famous because they believe that their success comes from hard work and exceptional skills. But is this admiration justified, or is there more to the story? Let's talk about this today. By now, I'm sure we've all seen stories online from a person who claims to be rich, and they'll say that you too can be rich someday if you work hard and if you buy their books or sign up for a course. Or we'll see a charismatic rich person who will support a politician and tell you that you should vote for this politician to help improve your life. Also, on the background, this politician is suggesting maybe that there should be tax cut for rich people because it'll help everybody, not just the rich person. So, in both of these scenarios, are the rich people trying to benefit you as an individual, help make your life better? Or are they just doing this because they know that they can use that admiration people have in our society for rich people and be able to benefit themselves? Hello, I'm Jesus Torres and welcome to Rational Angles. Before we get started, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help me out. And let's get started with today's talk. In America, there's this idea that a rich person has to be nice, virtuous, kind, charismatic, and charitable. As a result, many people seek the advice of rich people, regardless of the backstory, how they got rich, and they'll unquestionably follow it. This has led many people to believe automatically that rich people are better at making deals and negotiations. But is this true? Are they really able to make better negotiations? Or is it that they have greater purchasing power? For example, let's talk about negotiations. There's many rich people who are known as great negotiators. And as a result, they have a lot of followers and people who really seek their advice. And let's take a look at this, because in sales, typically when people negotiate, or when people negotiate a deal in general, a company, for example, will have a set price for a product, and if somebody goes and buys one or two pieces, they typically pay that price. In this scenario, the business owner incurs a cost for making the product, and then he marks it up to make a profit. Well, when a regular person goes and buys that product, they're paying the cost plus the markup, and that's your purchase price. But when we have a rich person come in, they'll typically buy more products, maybe because they own a business, and they'll buy it in bulk and they'll get a discount. It's not because they are great negotiators per se. I'm pretty sure there are some of them that are, but in most cases it's just a business. If you buy more, you're gonna get a bigger discount. So if somebody buys, let's say, 20 pieces of XYZ product at a fixed price, whereas you have somebody who is buying 1,000 pieces, they're gonna get a greater discount than somebody who only buys 20. So this is something that's standard in sales, in negotiation. The more you buy, the bigger discount you get. Many people maybe go to Sam's Club or Costco and they'll see this particular scenario where the more you buy, the more you save. So it's not necessarily that rich people are better negotiators, it's that they just have bigger purchasing power than most people do. Now, let's shift gears from negotiating skills of the rich to providing the rich with tax cuts. There's something called the trickle-down theory, where politicians push to give tax cuts to the rich because they say it's going to benefit the community as a whole. And that sounds amazing. Yes, many people believe it's true, and it's partially true. And the reason I say this is because if you give tax cuts to the rich, they might invest it and they may not. You know, they're free to do with the money whatever they want once they actually get the tax cut. However, there have been cases in our history where tax cuts have come with stipulations on how this tax cuts, the funds provided, can be spent. But in general, tax cuts for the rich are just that. They're tax cuts, and they can decide what to do with the money that they've been given. Historically, this has led to them saving it for their business or whatever they want to save it for. It's their money after all. Or in a lot of cases in the recent years, they'll buy back their stock, which helps boost the price of their stock. So if we want to do tax cuts for the rich, because we say we believe in trickle-down theory where tax cuts for the rich equal to benefits for the whole community, then yeah, we can do that, but they should come with stipulations on what should be done with the funds from the tax cut. Now let's talk about all those rich people who are charismatic, and they'll tell you if you sign up for their course or if you buy their books, then you too can become just as rich as they are, and that they want everybody who signs up to be just as rich as they are. That sounds like an amazing dream. Wouldn't we all want to be rich? No more poverty. But there's a glitch in their logic. The money supply is finite within an economy. So what this means is that every dollar, for example, in the USA has value, and only so many dollars can be printed. Sure, you can print more, but the more you print, the less each dollar is worth. So when they tell you that they want everybody to be rich, if you just simply buy their course, then you can become rich and that everybody can get rich. You have to stop and think that's not really possible, because again, not everybody can be rich, unfortunately. Think of it as a pie. You know, you can cut a pie in so many slices, but if you tell somebody that they can have so many slices already set aside and you're all trying to get the same slices, eventually somebody has to give up some of their slices to be able to share them all equally. And nobody's going to want to do that. You know, everybody wants to keep what they have as much as possible. Also, in many cases, the people who sell courses, you don't know the backstory of how they got rich. And there's been rumors that a lot of people actually are not rich and they just get rich by selling those books and courses. I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a lot of rumors about that. Now, many wealthy people will say that, yes, they got to where they're at because of hard work and dedication and skill. And you know what? I don't deny that. There's a lot of people who do work hard to get to the top. So let's not say that no rich people got to the top without their hard work and effort, because that is true. They worked hard, but it's not always the case. We also have to take into consideration, for example, the people who try to just take advantage of people and tell them they can get rich by selling get rich quick schemes. Bottom line is that we need to stop equating being rich, being wealthy, with being a good person, being intelligent, being virtuous. Because rich people are just like you and me. They're human, and they come with strengths and weaknesses. Their wealth does not make them inherently superior to other people. So next time a wealthy individual shares a story of how they became successful, or maybe a wealthy individual says if you sign up for their course or buy the book, you too can become as rich as they are. Or maybe a wealthy individual tells you to back up a candidate because of trickle-down theory. If you support tax cuts for the rich, it'll benefit the whole community. Ask yourself, is this truly going to benefit me, or is this for their benefit? Now, I do want to ask, do you agree that society tends to view wealthy people as more virtuous, intelligent, nice overall? Do you agree with this? Why or why not? All right, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed what we talked about today, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time, have a great day.